So what did the good sis say? It's above me.
It's above me.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
I'm back! I'm back. I gave y'all a couple days. Okay, I went out on the street, had a little fun, had too much fun, got a little too tipsy, all right? But I'm still here, and so are you, all right? The reading has resumed. Now, before we get into it, there are some fun stuff that we are going to be able to talk about today. But before we get into it, I want to make sure that I kind of want your feedback. For those of you who read my ebook, or those of you who want to, go ahead and check it out. It's on Amazon and on my website. But those of you, it's in my description box. Those of you who did read it, please let me know, some feedback on it, pros and cons, all of that, only because my rough draft kind of the outline for my sequel for that book is almost done. So before I even start writing one page, I want to make sure I take into account your considerations and what you thought of it. Like I said, pros and cons. Let me know what you think. Also, tomorrow we are holding a vote for 2 things on patreon.com/AtrianExpression. Make sure that you go there if you want to participate, sign up. Like I said, every week I write a blog on there, and tomorrow y'all will be able to vote on which topic I will write on it. And also, like I said, I'm doing topic videos at least twice a month. So tomorrow we will also be having a vote on the topic for my topic video that I will be releasing next Monday. So let me know, sign up. You get to have a say in the content that I create. I've been seeing some of the girls signing up on Patreon, and I do appreciate it. So I hope that you will come along for the ride. Now, of course, you guys have seen this shirt before, but it's one of my favorite shirts, so you'll be seeing it again and again. The reason I'm wearing it today, particularly today, is because it is the start of Pride Month. June is when a lot of these companies come out here, even though they've had a history of being homophobic, they paint a cute ass rainbow on a product and sell it to our faggot asses and call it a goddamn day. No, but the real essence of Pride Month is just supposed to be the LGBT finding their voice, and even in the face of a discriminatory ass society, living their lives as loudly and proudly as they can. That is the essence of Pride and Pride Month. So I'm very excited to see all that. I'm not excited to see the bigots jump out. Oh my God, what about Straight Month? Even though y'all own society and existence and life. I'm not excited to see that part, but I am excited to see my fellow LGBT people, especially black LGBT, out here living, doing the damn thing, looking good, living life, creating art, being themselves as they should be able to do in their own period. All right? Speaking of something else, speaking of pride, since we're talking about pride, we already know that Miss Tina and her husband, they're doing this wearable art event. They did it already, and it was a journey to the Pride Lands or something like that. I'll show you some pictures. Let me tell you something, the girls look good. There was people out there from Tiffany Haddish to Tyler Perry, but the girls who really stole the show was this new version of Destiny Child. I don't know what's going on. Miss Michelle says, you look good. I don't know what. Girl, you look good. Sis look good. So did Kelly. I was just like, oh, can you imagine? All we need is just one more single, please. Just one, can we get one more? I'm not talking about no nuclear thing, you know what I mean? That was cute. I'm talking about, can y'all just give us one more Lose My Breath, please? Y'all look so damn good, I was here for it. Now, someone else who stole the show was Miss Blue Ivy. She was out there. I think Beyonce put an Instagram video of her, Blue Ivy, like singing a Circle of Life or something. It was just so cute. I cannot wait. Sis, I'm excited, most excited for the vocals. I'm telling you that right now. But I don't know, I was just so happy to see everybody out there having so much fun. Next time y'all need to go ahead and just invite me. I will come out there like a whole ass sexy stripper lion. I'm telling you, if Simba worked at Magic City, that's how I would come dressed to that event. And I know that y'all know it. Invite me next time. I got y'all. So yeah, I got y'all, and Craig No Friday on Twitter has got the time today, okay? Now I know if you have not been living under a rock, you have seen it. You have seen this video go viral. I'm gonna assume that his name is Craig. He put on Twitter a video of him at work, and he's at a front desk of a hotel or something like that. Apparently before this white woman came in here, says she was on the phone talking to him and called him a whole ass N-word, called him a whole ass nigga, okay? And when she went in requesting that she has a place to stay because she has to go to a funeral, her mama died or something like that. Everybody else who's supposed to be going to the funeral is in the hotel, and I just need a space. And sis, and Craig, let me just show you what he said.
I'm
sorry.
You weren't sorry when you said it on the phone. And the climate that we live in today's society,
I was sorry.
I understand that, but it's above me now.
I need a room tonight.
Well, there's the Best Western next door.
No, please, let me hear. My daughter's here.
I'm sorry, but I mean, I was on the phone when you said it.
I said I'm sorry. Please, I've had a horrible day
And I
today.
had a horrible time when hearing that.
He won't let me in.
It's above me. She called me a fucking nigger.
Sir, my grandma just
I
died.
understand that, but it's above me.
Please let me.
It's above me. Sorry.
I got my
The
credit
best
card.
restaurant is next door.
He had the time today. He was just like, sis, it's above me. And it's just crazy to me how they will victimize a lot of these white people who are bigoted. They will victimize themselves even though they are the aggressor. How are you gonna come up to me crying on talking about, oh my God, I just need a place to stay. I'm just having such a terrible day. Oh God, what are you talking to you? It's just the entitlement is just so crazy how you can literally call someone a racial slur, get there, need their assistance, and be mad as fuck, victimizing yourself when they tell you that they ain't dealing with your bullshit. My good sis said, the best Western is next door. You can go over there, sis. The white woman tears jumped out, and then her daughter came in the back talking about something. Well, it's just, what are you talking about? Sir. She came in there, you could hear her. She came in there talking, and it wasn't even like she was surprised or shocked that her mama was using the N-word. It was just, she was surprised and shocked that this N-word had the ability and had the audacity to defend himself as he goddamn should've. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm so glad he stood his ground and was just like, sis, it's above me at this point. I don't know if he was talking about the clouds. I don't know if he was talking about the goddamn moon or the sun, sis. But either way, whatever it was above him and they couldn't reach it. They could have called Reed Richards or Elastigirl, sis, and they wouldn't be able to reach that shit. It was above him, and that's exactly what he said. I'm here for every minute of it. If you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, it's all on social media. Even got celebrities retweeting that shit. It was hilarious, girl. It's above me. Speaking of something else that was also hilarious, now they got these SpongeBob memes going around on Twitter. I think this is so ridiculously fun. I think a lot of the stuff that we humans like and make trend on social media is just so telling about the depth of our mental capacity. We really do like dumb shit. We love dumbass memes, and we make them go viral, and they're so hilarious to me. I don't know why I thought this SpongeBob shit was so fucking funny, but what I thought was even more hilarious was these Chris Evans memes that y'all have. Y'all putting acrylics. Listen, why y'all putting acrylics on Captain America? And then and once y'all start adding words to these memes and stuff, that's when I start like about to start crying from laughing so goddamn hard. It's just, and these memes have been popping up for a long time, but I think just now they've reached their peak, especially since Chris Evans, just now, he was just like, this shit made me laugh. I'll put it up what he said. He said, this shit made me laugh. They put a whole bunch of pictures and memes of Chris Evans and these acrylic nails and these hair wraps and bonnets, and they put it, City Girls Act Up, and put it in a video, and then Chris Evans saw that shit. I thought that shit was so funny. And you know, I want to do like a little Avengers remix. You see what I'm saying? Like, real ass bitch, give a fuck by the Thanos, stripes on his face, so I call his chin scrotum. You know? Okay, let me move on to the next topic. So I know that I mentioned this pretty quickly last video, but I want to go a little bit more in depth with it in this video. So when City Girls released their latest video and they had a little Yachty in there joking around, I thought it was funny, it was cute, but other people brought up points and were just like, oh, I don't really respect these people who have all these writers and they don't give a fuck about it. Like, they claim to be rappers and they got whole ass writers in the back. Now, I don't think that there's anything wrong with someone saying that, hey, me personally, I respect artists more, or I respect rappers more if they write, and that's just my prerogative. No one is saying, and Cardi B went up on there and was just like, oh, well, girl, y'all will still be rapping this shit. Y'all sing that shit with your whole heart. And she's correct. She's right about that. But to say, but when we're talking about artistry and creative control and talent and writing, that does, I mean, just because something's catchy does not mean that the points that people are making about them preferring rappers who write does not make that invalid. Yeah, we can dance and twerk to a song and I will sing that shit at the top of my lungs. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna have a pen competition, a lot of these people will be losing, and that's just it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, do what you got to do, stay in your lane, but don't invalidate other people's analysis of what is obviously going on. And a lot of people love to bring up the fact that, oh, well, girl, y'all listen to all these singers and they don't write their songs. Yeah, because singers sing. What are you talking about? Like, rappers are, in my opinion, rappers are supposed to be poets. And as this progresses, I'm sure I'm gonna end up sounding like some of these old people, like, back in my day, you know. I know that I am going to sound like that when it comes to this particular topic, but it's just like, Young Miami was talking about some of y'all need writers. I'm just like, sis, you, like, writing ain't even your problem for real. Like, sis can't even stay on beat. A lot of these motherfuckers can't even stay on beat, bro. And it's just like, yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up just because, like I said, Cardi B did not lie in her video when she, her live, when she was talking about, y'all will still sing the same shit regardless of if we wrote it or not. And that is true, but I just don't think it makes the other points invalid, you know? But I would like to hear what you guys think about that. So I wanted to bring up this whole Blac Chyna situation because I think it's very, very important. Now, her and Toni, they've been going at it since I knew who they were, you know, since I was conscious enough to know what Blac Chyna was, you know. They've been going at each other. I would love to call Toni, I'd love to call her Tokyo Toni the Tiger, but there's nothing great about that situation. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing amazing. There's nothing great. It's not more than good. It's worse. It done went from worse to worser. You hear what I'm saying? And like I will always preface it by saying that we all know that celebrities do what celebrities gonna do, you know. But I recently saw, like everybody else saw, a teaser for her show called The Real Blac Chyna or something like that. She's having a show come out, and her mom, I mean, every time that they have a conversation, the shit that her mother be saying to her own kid, it's just, I don't understand. You brought this woman into the world. And like I said on Twitter, if Tokyo is talking to Blac Chyna like this, and Blac Chyna is a whole ass, grown ass woman, there is no telling the amount of damage that she did to her kid. There's no telling how she spoke and disrespected her kid when Blac Chyna was an actual child, you know? And so the reason why I'm bringing this up is just because I want everyone who has the ability and who has the power, because some people don't have the power because they're dependent on their parents, but whoever has the ability and whoever has the power to cut themselves off from your parents, if they're toxic and you know that it's something that you have to do, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's gonna be painful. Keeping those boundaries will be tricky, but you have to. Parents who are not supposed to be parents in the first place will destroy you, especially if they're keeping up these generational cycles of abuse. They will destroy you, and you cannot let them. So if you have the ability to understand, identify these generational cycles of abuse, like I said, identify the gaslighting, identify when you're being taken advantage of, and distance yourself from the fucking situation, because that toxicity will destroy your soul. It will destroy your soul. So I hope that Blac Chyna can find some peace or something. I don't know. I feel like their whole relationship in general is toxic, but like seeing it over and over and over again, and the years pass by and it's not improving, to me it's getting worse. To me, I feel bad for instance. Like it seems like such a dangerous situation. But yeah, I wanted to talk about it because I feel like so many people could relate to that, and so many people understand what needs to be done, but just because it's, oh, you're my blood, how could you do this? No, exactly, you're my blood, how could you do that to me? You know, you don't have to accept the bullshit, you don't have to accept abuse just because you got DNA that's similar to this motherfucker. You are still a human at the end of the day. So y'all already know that we try to cover at least some politics within my video, depending on how depressed the news is gonna make my ass, you know. But this particular thing around Mr. Donald Trump, we need to just go ahead, like I've always said before, remove his toupee first and then remove him from the fucking office second, because, you know, priorities. Get that eyesore out of here. Nah, but you know, before he took his ass to the UK for a state visit, I'm talking about D-Day, all that shit, all this commemoration and all this, meeting with the Prime Minister of the UK before she takes her ass out of office. Bye, Teresa girl. We'll see you never. You know, so he's going to do all of that. Before he took his ass to the UK, he went on the Sun, I think it was. I don't know which newspaper or some shit it was. And he was just like, he was dragging the shit out of Meghan Markle, just like calling her, like, I didn't know she was nasty. And the reason why he did that is because Meghan has been very vocal in the past about who Donald Trump is and the fact that he's very divisive and misogynist, right? So, of course, Donald Trump hears that, and he doesn't hear people crying out for help, people wanting bigotry to be deleted. He only hears an attack on his ego, and you know, he's just so narcissist that all he hears is just like, you trying to come for me, girl? Are you trying to come for me, girl? So he called her nasty, and it was just like, sis, aren't you taking your ass on a whole ass plane to go to the UK? How are you gonna insult the princess before you take your ass to this? It's not making any sense to me. And then not only that, as soon as this plane landed in the UK, Donald Trump went and dragged the mayor of London, because the mayor, what's his name, Sadiq, I think, he went up there and he's also been very vocal about the fact that Donald Trump ain't shit, you know? And just because Donald Trump was coming to the UK, he wasn't gonna stop talking shit. Of course, Donald Trump also saw that, and all he could do was call him a stone cold loser or something like that. You need to worry about the crime in London. So when the mayor of London ends up saying like all of the things that Donald Trump has done and believes in, and his rhetoric and his mindset does not line up with Londoners, like, I guess it kind of makes sense. That's all he was saying. They were dragging the shit out of his ass. I mean, projections were up here. They got the balloon coming back. You see what I'm saying? They've been dragging the hell out of him. So that's kind of what's going on in the world of the White House. All of this drama, all of this back and forth makes me kind of excited and nervous at the same time to see what 2020, like what this election cycle is going to give us. I think it's going to be a hot ass mess. That's what I think it's gonna be. And on that note, I, Adrian of the House Expression, dragger of bigots and king of cheap crop tops, demand and command that you have a good goddamn evening. Oh shit. I think this is your daddy calling. Hey, what's up? You wanna pay my student loans off?